Hey, I'm Ali, hey. And I know I've been MIA for a while, but I just had a lot to do with my uni stuff, and I genuinely just stopped reading comics for a while. But recently I've been getting back into it, and this was actually one of the first books I read when I got back into comics. The first being the new Supergirl run, which really fun. I will hopefully be making a review on it because I've read all the issues that are out so far. So before the next issue comes, I'll try to get a review out. Don't expect anything, but yeah. The book I'm talking about today, as you've guessed by the title and thumbnail, is Batman Issue 1, the newest Batman comic, written by Matt Fraction and art by Jorge, Jimenez, and Tomou Morey. So, let's get into this. Let's start off with the recap. We begin with Gordon getting used to his new role as an officer with his partner in crime, not life, Espinosa, chatting away. Coventry, Burnley, and 3rd Avenue. No rain? Beg pardon, Commissioner? Heat, humidity, thunder? Still, no rain. And it's Officer Gordon these days. Officer Espinosa. Jim is fine too. Ugh, old habits, sir. Jim. Ugh. How can you drink coffee in this heat? I can't be a beat cop without coffee, Ezzy. It's the best part of the job. That and how there's never a dull Oh my god! Easy, officer. We're gonna call this one in. Call this one in? That's right. Work as a cop in this town long enough and you'll learn. Always call for backup. Lower West Side, Arkham, Towers. Getting pretty tired of this. Enter Batman. He goes to the person in charge of Croc's rehabilitation, and they have an interesting chat. We're as shocked as you, Batman. Waylon Jones? You're new here, Doctor. Killer Croc hasn't been a Waylon Jones for a long time now. I try to keep them separate in my mind. It's easier that way. When they inevitably disappoint you. Waylon may be a supervillain to you, but he's a patient to me. Waylon Jones is changing, Batman. People never change. Not really. Have you already called the police? I may be new, Batman, but I'm not stupid. I called you first. When the police do come, stall. If they find Croc before I do, they'll shoot to kill. Batman soars through the city in search of Croc while the police department is getting some changes. Old Town, Gotham City Police Headquarters. Listen up, you men and women that call yourselves Gotham's finest. I'm bringing in a force multiplier to your street presence from the world of private security. Tactical Urban Combat Officers. They execute high-intensity security operations like recapturing tonight's escapee. They are deputized and sanctioned to aid and abet you in bringing back law and order to our streets. At all cost, and by any means necessary. Any means. Commissioner Savage, what do we do if we see, him? His time will come. The Batman can't outrun Gotham's justice. We get some Alfred and Batman banter, then the police and Batman are on a chase to see who gets to Croc first. Batman, on his way there, stops what seems to be a gang of scissor rapists. I don't know how to describe them. Are about to attack two girls, and Batman comes right on time and saves them. Robinson Park, Northside's running trail. Wait, you're just leaving us alone? Never. EMTs arrives in 3 minutes. Until then, car, protect them. Stay together. He gets to where Croc is, but first he gets the civilians out. And then
he heads to the big bad croc himself.
Now quickly, quietly, get the civilians out of here. What? Why? What are you gonna do? Strike a little terror into his heart. And it doesn't take long for... Come on, Croc. Let's get this over with. You bad. So go.
Batman gets ready to fight, but thanks to Alfred, who reminds him that if he genuinely believes that people can't change, then how does that bode for him? Realizing that, he tries a different, more gentler approach and peacefully gets Croc back to his rehabilitation center.
Home now. She help. Who help you? My head is okay, Waylon. I don't need help. If you say so. Upper side, Pennyworth Manor. Some trophy. Hey there, boss. You got your ears on? Always, Robin. It's the emergency frequency. Is there anybody on the police force we're friendly with these days? Don't like the sound of that. Why?
Now, with the recap done, let's get to the review section.
It's fun. It's Batman, so I was expecting the same depressing, kind of boring read in my opinion. I've been used to it, but this actually makes me like Batman and Bruce, because he's got a personality and he's got a charm, which makes this a way easier and a more enjoyable read in my opinion. Yes, there is space for the depressing and sad Batman, but it's kind of a slog to read when that's all he is. So what Fraction does so well is make you actually see Batman in a more fun and again enjoyable light. Also, the whole question of the issue about whether some can truly change or not is really gripping, because I'm guessing that's going to be the theme, at least for the first volume. I know he said it was a more self-contained issue by issue kind of story, but there's bound to be some theme for a volume or the whole thing, and I think that's probably going to be what the theme is going to end up being, which I'm looking forward to, because for once Bruce is on the camp of that people can't change, which is different from usual, because usually he's a believer in that therapy and real help can cure even the craziest of criminals. That's why he's got the no-kill rule. He believes that if he kills them, he's taking that potential away. And that doesn't bode well for him, because he sees himself just as broken as them. And if they can't change, then there's no hope for him, in his eyes. And this book still offers that question, but from Alfred, as towards the end, he specifically asks him that, which kind of wakes up Bruce, and he actually talks to Croc instead of, just fighting him. That's another thing I like about this issue, that Batman is actually enjoying himself and taking other people's notes instead of just ignoring them and thinking his way of thinking that his way is right, and there's no questioning about that. He takes into consideration both Alfred and the doctor's words and ends up helping someone who needed it. Another thing about the issue which is good is the characters. Not just Batman, but the Doctor, Alfred, and Gordon, they're all written very familiarly. Like, these people, and everything they're saying is exactly what you would expect them to say. Which is nice, because a lot of writers try to reinvent them or change them, but the reason they're still here to this day, for decades now, the reason Alfred is back from the grave is because this characterization works. Don't try to fix something that's already working. The fact that Fraction has that foresight really makes me trust his abilities, and it And it reassures me that he's going to do a good job and he knows what Batman and his supporting characters are like. I mean, he said it himself in the interview section that this was his dream job. So I'm choosing to put trust in him. Also, can we talk about the Vandal Savage scene? I mean, talk about short but effective. It's such a cool build up, and I'm really looking forward to next issue where I'm guessing we're gonna get more of that since the Tim cliffhanger. It's giving Trump letting the ice bitches run wild, and I'm really excited for what's going to come from this. I mean, the title literally says versus the blue, so I'm ready for the Batman versus cops, cause he's usually working with them. But in this climate, it's good if he distances from them, just like how they distance him from being a billionaire after the, you know. And the new Snip Snip villains look fun. I'm happy they're still making new villains. And in the interview, Fraction did say that it's his intention that he will be making more new villains. With Batman, it kind of gets old if you continue using the same 5 people from the rogues, so some new blood is going to help spice it up a bit. Like I said a second ago, that the book literally promises new baddies and some returning ones. That means that it's gonna have a good balance of some old villains that could use a story, but also some new blood to make it a bit more fresh. Like, use the people you feel you have story for. Don't just shoehorn in the Joker because you feel like you have to.
But that's enough for the story. Let me praise the art as well. I'm really glad that he's staying. I wasn't the biggest fan of the last Batman arc, but his art was my favorite, some of my favorite Batman art I've ever seen. So I'm really happy he's staying and looking forward to enjoying more of it.
I'll be the first to admit it. I was one of those idiots who wasn't pleased with the blue and gray suit making a comeback, and that's because, well, this is my frame of reference, so you could maybe understand where I was coming from, but my god, the way they drew it looks so cool. The blue is so sleek and so fucking sick, and those classics.
So I'll happily give my public apology for having doubts.
I hope he never leaves, thus make him do this till he's 60. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Well, that's all for me for now. So yeah, so really excited for how this book is going to turn out. I have become a monthly buyer and I might make monthly reviews on each issue. I don't know, but next and sorry for this video review to be being all over the place. I didn't really plan this out. I wasn't planning on making a review on this book, but it was just so good that and it got me so excited that I just had to make it. And yes, hopefully next video is going to be on the new Supergirl comic. That's going to be a review of like a bunch of issues, like 3 or 4, hopefully in time for the latest issue. So I'm going to try to do that. But if you like this video, please like it and let me know in the comments what you thought about this issue. Hated it, liked it, loved it, or just don't care. I would love to engage with you in this conversation. And please, if you feel like it, subscribe. Bye.